You are welcome back to my YouTube channel. Because today's video is quite long, I would skip the introduction. Let's get started. What is pronunciation? Pronunciation refers to the way in which we produce speech sounds, and it contains the articulatory aspect of speech, that is, the processes that take place when you're trying to speak. What and what came together to aid your speech? What speech organs help you to aid your speech? Including the positioning of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth, as well as the intonation, stress, reading, and rhythm of spoken language. When we're talking about pronunciation, we're talking about the way you pronounce your words, the way you articulate your words, the way you say out, or the way you speak, the way you come up with your sounds to form up your words and help you to accentuate your thoughts. And it is not limited to just learning the vowel sounds or the consonant sounds. It has to do with intonation, stress, rhythm, and rhythm of the spoken language. So in this video, we're going to basically talk about the consonants and vowel sounds. Accurate pronunciation is essential for clear and effective communication. By now, you should know that I am an advocate of effective communication. And when you improve your pronunciation, inadvertently, you are improving your effective communication skills. And the accurate pronunciation helps us to convey our thoughts and intentions to others with precision and clarity. That is, you will be precise and your listeners will understand what you're saying without ambiguity. That is unclearness. In short, pronunciation is the way we say words, the way you say words, the way you speak. I have been speaking now, the way I speak, the way I say my words, the way I accentuate my words, the way I say and speak these words. That is what pronunciation is all about. Why is pronunciation important? Pronunciation is important because it allows us to communicate effectively with others. When you pronounce words correctly, people are more likely to understand what you're saying. And this is especially important in professional and academic settings where clear communication is essential. So if you're a professional, you need to improve your pronunciation, you need to improve and get it rightly when you're speaking. I'm not saying you have to imitate or change your accent. No, your accent, your natural accent is great. I am a Yoruba girl. I'm a Yoruba girl, but you can see the way I speak. I still have my Yoruba accent, but my words are clear enough for you to understand. Who is this video for? The video is for anyone who wants to improve their pronunciation. This includes English learners, native English speakers who want to improve their pronunciation for clarity or professionalism, actors, singers, and other performers who need to have good pronunciation, teachers, and every other person who needs to be able to communicate effectively and clearly. So please, before you move on to the next aspect, kindly pause this video and share the link with your friends, with your colleagues, and anyone you think would benefit from it. Thank you. Why am I stressing the importance of pronunciation skills? I am doing this because I want you to have a foreground knowledge, or I want you to have a concrete knowledge about what clear pronunciation will do for you. Enhanced pronunciation skills will enable your ability to connect with others on a deeper level. When people struggle to understand what you're trying to say, when people struggle to understand your words, it might impede the essence of effective communication. And what is the essence of effective communication? The essence of effective communication is for your listeners to understand what you're saying. And when your pronunciation is not clear, the listeners or the listener may not understand what you're saying. And when you articulate your words correctly, your message is less likely to be misinterpreted. Yes, that's another problem. Misinterpretation. When you have a bad pronunciation skill, your messages, what you're trying to say, would most likely be misinterpreted by your listeners or your recipients. It will foster stronger relationship and reduce the risk of misunderstandings, which is just similar to misinterpretation. This clarity in communication can lead to more meaningful conversations, enriching your interactions with colleagues, friends, and family. Beyond interpersonal communication, improved pronunciation plays a pivotal role in professional advancement. In today's competitive job market, employers most likely seek individuals who can effectively convey their ideas and expertise. You can effectively communicate your ideas and expertise. These are the set of people employers rather. These are the set of people employers are looking for. Strong communication and pronunciation skills demonstrate professionalism and attention to detail. Qualities that are highly valued in the workplace can be traced down to proper communication skills and pronunciation skills. Moreover, when you can articulate your words clearly, it can enhance the impact of presentations and public speaking engagements that you do. And this will in turn enable individuals to captivate their audience and leave a lasting impression. If you are able to pronounce your words properly, if you are able to articulate your thoughts without people asking, what did he say? What did she say? Ah, I don't understand. I can't hear you. Please speak up, speak clearly. When you are able to articulate your thoughts without people asking you to repeat what you've said or they do not understand what you're saying, it will help you to captivate your audience and leave a lasting impression. Even if you don't sound like the Americans or the Britons, at the end of your speaking engagement, they may say to you, oh, wow, I love the way you speak. I love the way you flow. I love the way you speak. You don't sound fake. You sound yourself. You sound so unique. And I understand everything you have said. That is the spirit. Effective communication has become a paramount skill in the digital world. And at the heart of clear and understandable communication lies accurate pronunciation. And when you enhance your pronunciation abilities, you would not only foster better comprehension, you would also open doors to multitude of benefits, which I will not enunciate in this video. However, improved pronunciation will help to boost your confidence and self-esteem. When you speak with clarity and precision, you project an image of competence and assurance. And I assure you that this newfound confidence can translate into various aspects of your life, from job interviews to social interactions, empowering you to express yourself effectively and make a positive impact. So, do not underestimate the power of effective communication and pronunciation. Improve your pronunciation skills and dedicate at least 5 to 2 minutes daily to practice pronunciation. A quick one. What are the steps to improving your pronunciation? The first step is to learn about the International Phonetic Alphabet, which we call IPA. And this phonetic alphabet system, or IPA, is a system of symbols that represent all of the speech sounds in all of the languages in the world. But I would advise you focus on the English phonetic alphabet system. Focus on the English IPA so that it will be more narrowed down for you to understand. You need to comprehend how these sounds work for you to be able to make use of them accurately while you're speaking. To read and use IPA symbols, you need to know the following. Each IPA symbol represents one speech sound. IPA symbols can be arranged in a table together with vowels on the left and consonants on the right, and they can also be in separate tables or in separate tables. The symbols are further divided into categories based on the articulations, that is, the manner of production, the manner in which they are being produced. For example, vowels are divided into monophthongs, diphthongs, and triphthongs, while consonants are divided into stops, fricatives, nasals, affricates, and glides. The second step is to focus on individual sounds at the initial stage. When you're trying to learn pronunciation, you start with learning the individual sounds in the initial state. Identify the sounds that you have difficulty in pronouncing. Practice these sounds in isolation, exaggerating the articulation to ensure proper production. So you have to exaggerate the way you pronounce it. That is, you have to dwell on it properly. If you want to pronounce b and you're having issues, you can try to bring out different words that has the sound b, b, and you pronounce it so well. You pronounce it, you exaggerate it, you spend time on it, and with time you will be able to merge it properly with other sounds without having issues or difficulties. The next step is you have to practice regularly. Just a few seconds ago, I mentioned that you need to practice this. You need to practice pronunciation at least 2 to 5 minutes daily, because consistent practice is essential for improving pronunciation. Dedicate time each day to practice speaking and listening to English. You can use many apps that can enable you to practice pronunciation. I made some recommendations a few weeks ago. I recommended the app Pronunciation by Yobimi. So you can download it to practice English pronunciation daily. You need a time frame. Is it 2 minutes per day? Is it 5 minutes per day? And you stick with it. Constant practice, constant and consistent practice will help you to achieve your aims. So please do not joke with practice. You have to practice regularly. You can also use the final step is you can also use pronunciation resources. Utilize online pronunciation guides, pronunciation apps, just like the one I recommended, and pronunciation dictionaries to access detailed explanations and practice exercises. You have no limits, dear listener. You have no limits. If you want to improve your pronunciation, you have to start now. You don't need to wait. Your 2 minutes per day that you set aside to practice pronunciation can go a long way to help you refine the way you speak. When I started out, I struggled a lot because of my Yoruba accent. It was so predominant in the way I speak English. But through constant practice, constant learning, constant and intentional practice, I was able to overcome the H factor, and today I am doing well. Although I'm not where I want to be, but I am not where I was, and it has been an amazing journey, which I beseech you at the moment to start. Please don't wait till tomorrow. Start your pronunciation journey now. Yes, drum rolls. Identifying and pronouncing vowel sounds. Vowel sounds are the building blocks of spoken English. They are produced when the hair flow freely flow from the mouth without any obstruction. In this video, we are going to take a look at a few of the vowel sounds. Monophthongs are vowel sounds that are produced without any change in the position of the tongue or lips. They are the easiest vowel sounds to pronounce, and they are often used in teaching English to beginners. I'm going to be pronouncing some monophthongs with two words. I would not pronounce all the words. Before that, let's quickly take a look at the vowel sounds, the quadrilateral. You can see we have the shape of the tongue, the roundness, whether the vowel sound is being pronounced from the back, from the front, or center. So we have it here. You can note this down or draw this in your journal. I'll make this as quick as possible. You can pause and pronounce after me, or you can pronounce on your own. We have the long he, heat, sleep, the short heat, swim. We have the hair, hedge, led, said. We have the ha, apple, ha as in man. We have the bought and learned. We have bird, pull, car, foot. We have the who, blue, the sure sound, which is I'll try to make a differentiation between the two above sounds because some of them are long, some of them are short. Africa. For the long he, we have big and feed. We have we have the next one, which is these words are kind of quite similar, but they have differences actually. We have Honda, enough, water, ha, the long ha. We have father, calm, apart. We have ho, hot, want, cough. The long ho. We have the daughter, more, who, poo, foo, whose. The long who now, we have the whose, shoe, and suit. In my subsequent videos, I would do more of pronunciation. This is just like a basic, the foundation. So you may not really grasp the pronunciations that I made, but you can keep it up. You can keep practicing to get it more, to perfect it. Yeah, perfection is the word. But you may not really perfect it at a go. But in my subsequent videos, I would make more concise pronunciations, please. This video is getting too long. The diphthongs are vowel sounds that are produced with a change in the position of the tongue or lips. They can be more difficult to pronounce than monophthongs, but they are essential for sounding like a native speaker if you want to. And diphthongs are a combination of two vowel sounds within the same syllable. And below are some examples. Sorry about the typos. Below are some examples that represent the different diphthongs sounds in English. We have hey as in play, cake. We have high as in ride, sky. Now these phonetic symbols, or these symbols, when you transcribe is when, if you transcribe them is when you'll be able to identify them properly. In these words, they may not be easily identified because we are not using the transcriptions. Maybe in the next video I would do transcriptions, but for now I'm just trying to let you know where they appear, or the words that you can find them. So we have high as in ride, sky. We have hoy, coin, join, hoil. We have how, house, mouse. We have ho, which is go, stone, not go. Go and stone. We have hair as in hair, bear. We have here as in here and fear. We have poor, sure, not poor, poor and sure as in measure as well. So the next question, how can you identify vowel sounds? You have to pay attention to the shape of your mouth. The position of your tongue and lips can help you to tell about the vowel sounds you are producing. Listen to the sound of the vowel. Each vowel sound has a unique sound quality. With everything I've been pronouncing, you will discover that they may look alike, but they are not the same. There is a level of distinctiveness among the vowel sounds. Look at the spelling of the word. The spelling of the word can often give you a clue about the vowel sound it contains. Not all the time, please. Often. Because some spellings can be, some words, when you see some words, they're not the same way as they have been spelled or pronounced. So that is it. Let's move on to the next phase. How to pronounce these vowel sounds. These are some tips to pronouncing vowel sounds correctly. Relax your tongue and your lips. Do not tense up when you're trying to pronounce a sound. Focus on the position of your tongue. Subsequently, I might make a video on vowel sounds separately and consonant sounds separately. So focus on the position of your tongue. Make sure your tongue is in the correct position for the vowel sound you are trying to produce. Practice pronouncing vowel sounds in isolation, as this will help you to learn how to produce each sound correctly. Use words and phrases to practice pronouncing vowel sounds in context. Come up with different words that has this different vowel sounds and try to pronounce them as well. Try to pronounce them in sentences when you're speaking. So common mistakes you have to avoid Raising your tongue too high can make the vowel sounds too sharp or shrill, and you don't want that to happen. You don't have to raise your tongue too high. Lowering your tongue too much can also make the vowel sound too muffled or indistinct, and you need to be careful. Just to make sure you're pronouncing it in a moderate way. Your tongue is not too high, your tongue is not too low. Tensing your lips too much can make your vowel sounds too harsh or strained. You don't have to be tensed. Let it flow naturally. And not opening your mouth wide enough for some distinct sounds can make your vowel sound too muffled or indistinct as well. You don't have to open your mouth too much. You just make sure you are moderate about everything. So moving on to the final aspect of this video, which is identifying and pronouncing consonant sounds. Consonants are speech sounds produced by obstructing or restricting the airflow in the vocal tract. They are sounds that are not vowels. Rather, they are typically characterized by the presence of constriction or closure at the point in the vocal tract. The vocal tract is around your neck. I wish I can display this. Okay, let me see what I can do. Look at this picture closely. The lower side of the picture, you can see vocal cords. It's also called vocal tract. So that is what I was referring to previously. Now, this can also be further classified based on different features such as the voicing, whether the vocal tract or the vocal cords vibrate during their production of the sounds. That's why when you say some sounds like zzz, put your hand on your neck, you feel this vibration. Let's go. Zzz, and the Z and the S, it's not Z and S, but let me just use that. The Z, zzz, and the S, you can discover that when you're pronouncing the zzz, there's a vibration on your vocal tract, while when you're pronouncing the then you can't feel any vibration. So that is what we call the voicing, whether it is voiced or not. And the place of articulation, where in the vocal tract the airflow is constricted or obstructed. The manner of articulation, how the airflow is obstructed or modified, you can discover that we have the place, we have the manner, and we have the voicing. These are three integer parts of articulating pronunciation. Consonants plays a crucial role in shaping the sounds of spoken language, and they are combined with vowels to form words and convey meaning. They cannot stand alone. Vowels as well cannot stand alone. Although some vowels are standing alone, while some consonants are standing alone. But if you want to construct words, if you want to construct many words, you have to bring them together as one. Here is a brief recap. Manners of articulation in phonetics describe how speech sounds are produced by the articulatory organs in the vocal tract or vocal cords. They range from complete obstructions like stop, that is, there's a complete obstruction in the hair coming from the within, and we have stops like p, we have stop like p and t. I don't want to say p, it's not a letter, it's a sound. P and t. For fricatives like f and s, the airflow is forced through a narrow passage, creating a hissing sound. That is why you see it's kind of hissing. Other manners include affricate. Oh, I didn't represent this with the phonetic, with the sound, but I'll do so in the subsequent explanation. Ch and j. And also we have the liquids, the r, and the glides, the w and y, which involve the smooth and non-turbulent airflow. These distinctions are just fundamental. They are basic when you want to learn how you can pronounce your sound. That is why I used to say that pronunciation is vast. It is very vast, and to learn it you have to be intentional. To perfect it you have to be intentional. So let us quickly pronounce these words together. We have the p as in pa, happy. We have the b, 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 bat and bubble. We have the t, top and better, the dog and ladder, cat, kite, g, 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 k, is different from g. We have the go and guitar. We have the as in fish and huff. We have the v as in vine and over. Now we have the your tongue will be in the middle of your lips. Think and bath. We have the this one is voiced. Yeah, we have the this and brother. We have the s as in sheep and grass. We have the z, zip and crazy. We have the shoe and fashion. We have the jo, measure and decision. We have the ch. Yes, this is what I was trying to say the other time. Ch and nature, chart and nature. We have the jo. There's a difference between ch and jo. We have the judge and the adjective. I will try as much as possible to create another separate videos for pronouncing vowels and consonants in my subsequent videos, but not now. But I hope this has been helpful. Moving on, we have the nasals produced through the nose or through the nasal cavity. We have the the man and the ama. We have the no and sing. We have the sing long. We have the leap lo. We have the rat and car. We have the wet and twist. We have the yes and huge. Although there's some of this we and I also classified under approximants, but I'm not really here to explain these things in details. The next videos subsequently, and hopefully I would explain them better. How to identify consonant sounds. There are a few things you can do to identify consonant sounds. You have to pay attention to the position of your tongue and lips. The position of your tongue and lips can tell you a lot about the consonant sound you're producing. Listen to the sound of the consonant. Each consonant sound has its unique quality, just like the vowel. Look at the spelling of the word. The spelling of the word can also do the same for you, just like as I said concerning the vowel. So, how to pronounce them? Focus on the position of your tongue. Make sure your tongue is in the correct position. Relax your tongue and your lips. Practice pronouncing consonants in isolation and use words and phrases in context as well. You have to avoid these mistakes. Not opening your mouth wide enough. It can make the consonant sound muffled, and tensing your lips too much can also affect the way you pronounce your consonant sound. And not releasing the stop sound like p and b completely can make it sound too weak. And not producing enough friction for fricative sounds can also affect the way you speak. So you can make your research on consonant sound, the fricative, the nasals, etc. You can make your research, read more about them before I release the next videos. Thank you for watching to the end. Kindly like and share this video with your friends and colleagues that may benefit from it.